Scientists have invented a new non-stick coating that acts like Teflon, but without the dangerous forever chemicals, which is pictured here. This little greenish brown part is the actual chemical, and the little droplets on top are being repelled. And you might ask, what's wrong with Teflon? Why do we care? Why is anybody doing this? Well, Teflon, or many non-stick materials, unfortunately are made of and shape off PFAS chemicals. They are known as forever chemicals, and they're already in the bodies and water supply of 99% of Americans. They're strongly linked to higher cancer rates, heart disease, pancreatic failure, a lot of just really nasty things, and they take over, I think it's 250 to 300 years to break down in the environment. So scientists have been finding a way to create something to replace them with, and they created this lovely material, which repels all sorts of low surface tension oils via a technique called nanoscale fletching. So what it's made out of is technically something very similar to silicone that we'll call PDMS, so I don't have to butcher this extremely long name. PDMS is non-toxic, inert, doesn't chafe, and it's already used in a variety of medical technology. Just the things you know that have to be in the hospital that are over-designed where bacteria can't even grow on them. Yes, some of that is PDMS. However, it's not inherently anti-stick. In order to make it anti-stick, they had to come up with an entirely new chemistry technique called nanoscale fletching, which essentially rearranges some of the important molecules to make it less sticky. And the scientists themselves explain it best here in the article, saying, unlike typical silicone, we bond short chains of PDMS to a base material. You can think of them as being like bristles on a brush. And to improve their ability to repel oils, which is what you need for cooking, we've now added in the shortest possible PFAS molecule, which is the safest one, consisting of a single carbon with 3 fluorines on it. And we were able to bond this, about 7 of those, to the end of each PDMS bristle. So you're getting the smallest amount of PFAS material on a surface that has no PFAS on it, so that even if you ate the whole thing, you would still probably be well below the toxicity. They call this nanoscale fletching, and they liken it to the fletching of feathers on an arrow or a bird that's supposed to slick off oil. The end result of all of this is an ultra-thin layer that repels water and grease on par with existing non-stick coatings, but with a much lower PFAS content, therefore making it way safer. So they also tested it in terms of heat resistance and how well it repels oils. This is 3 different kinds of oils in the image up here. It seems to act just like regular Teflon, but with 1% or less of the nasty chemicals you don't want in your body.